a presentation by Mr. Bhadresh Shivashankar, General Manager and Head of MEP Sattva Group, on future trends in building mobility and people flow management. Bhadresh is responsible for the design and implementation of commercial and residential projects and carries with him 26 years of experience in consultancy in the field of HVAC and MEP systems. I would like to invite him on stage and ask him to start the day with his insightful presentation. Can we have a round of applause for Mr. Bhadresh Shivashankar, please?
Good morning. Hope I am audible. I firstly thank the elevator industry for giving an opportunity for me to present. I head the MEP department in Sattva and also responsible for the vertical transportation. In fact, I would like to say that we have been honored with the award for the best special ability friendly elevators for this year. So I'm here to speak on the topic of future trends in building mobility and people flow management. As you see, the digitization, AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, sustainability, all these aspects have become the order of the day. And the elevator industry is also on par with this and trying to emulate this and trying to achieve operational excellence and also trying to maintain the new normal. So what's the similarity between life and lift? I'll just give you a few options. If you could tell me that statement, it would always be nice. Any clues that you have got? What is the similarity between life and lift? I'll put up one more clue. Any guesses? You are almost there, yes, right. So basically, if you see, what goes up must come down and vice versa. So there's a lot of similarity between lifts. So you can see the guide rails versus the car. So there's a bold vision for you. Actually, if you see the person at the center of the picture, he's almost diminishing. So what's happening to this world? So basically from man to machine. So you can see previously there were lift operators and that lift operator's job was really highly paid job. So he was the person responsible to take care of the elevator safety and ensure people are reached safe to the floor. But now you can see from man it has gone to the machine and there's a lot of machine learning. And machine learning has then again imparted the intelligence, that is the artificial intelligence. So from artificial intelligence you use the face recognition as a tool to identify. And the operation now is totally seamless. So lifts and escalators, what all are we going to discuss about? We have the AI, MI, sustainability, there's this touchless technology, there's predictive analysis, there's people flow analysis, automation based on IoT, the real-time monitoring, technology solutions, your regulatory compliance, though this is restricted to only the municipal councils of the each individual state. So the regulatory compliance is to do with that. Then there's this DCS system, the what do you call? Destination control system, the traffic analysis, the human interfaces devices, the machine roomless lifts. Then you have the elevator safety, automation control, and lastly the access and CCTV control, and a personalized user experience with respect to the car and the finishes of the lift, etc. So with the onset of the COVID, I think we could see more of this touchless technology, and people preferred not to touch anything, not to use RFID scanners. It has to be seamless. So basically on facial recognition. So after COVID, the government which had banned the facial recognition has now allowed the facial recognition, and the operation is very seamless. So touchless lift control. So here you can see the security of the IT data is restricted because the access is not given to everyone, and only authorized people with camera integration is allowed this access. And it's again a deterrent against theft or any criminal activity or property damage. So Bluetooth access control is also integrated, and the lift gateway to select the dedicated lift. So either you can see it can be on, oh, sorry. It's not coming, yeah. So you can see it can come on cloud, a Modbus gateway and a lift control panel. So people flow management. You can see the number of floors and the speed of the lift has a correlation. So you can see 13 to 20 floors, you go above 1.5 meter per second. And in the class of the building, the average waiting times in premium, you can see less than 25 seconds, which is excellent. And you have 25 to 35 between the range of good and very good. And above 35 seconds is always an average waiting time. And here also the conservation analysis with respect to the lift. Suppose there are 6 lifts there. You can analyze the traffic of the people and probably ensure the energy is saved by putting off 2 lifts and just operating 4 lifts. So you can see what is the peak period of people traveling and what is the very lag time where people are traveling, and then correspondingly make your lift controllers ensure that they operate accordingly. So lift traffic analysis. So basically your waiting intervals, which are again determined by your number of elevators. Your number of elevators are determined by your building population, and again building population depends on the loading as well as the handling capacity, and also the round time which are there. So in lift traffic analysis, what all do we see? We have the passenger traffic analysis, the wait time analysis, and the destination analysis. So in the passenger traffic analysis, the sensors or cameras see the passengers boarding and alighting at each floor and have that data as a backup. The wait time identifies the peak usage periods and the areas of congestion. And the destination analysis understand traffic patterns and optimize your elevator routing. So analytics and insights, we see that you have something called data visualization and trending analysis. So data visualization basically responds to these dashboards and reports. So you have a lot of dashboards built in which gives ready-made information for you. And the trend analysis takes the historical data. So you can see on this left side where each lift, what is the operating time, what is the percentage of usage, and how it can be stabilized. So your AI actually analyzes your real-time information, and it minimizes the wait times and it maximizes the efficiency. So your motion sensor and live elevator monitoring, just like your CCTV or access control, you have a option of monitoring the system. You have active and passive motion sensors, and a smart lift sees the current position and direction, the state of the and the door status of the elevators, and it's all again integrated on IoT, the Internet of Things, on a central hub, and a live update is shared. So for example, the digital information from the machine room, you are able to see any digital information, that is the lift is in which floor. So that again goes back to the AI, and they again give the information on the digital screen to see where you can locate the lift. And it also allows the remote monitoring of the elevator location, status and the fault. So again, the integration and automation. So this can be put on to the BMS system, the monitoring and controlling aspects. You can find the runtime status, the power consumption of the lifts, the maintenance status and the floor level status utilization. So predictive maintenance. So the predictive analysis, what I was mentioning about. So the AI powered sensors and the data analytics can visualize the components such as the motors, doors and brakes. So the AI algorithms in fact can predict if there is a potential problem arising in future. So the maintenance team can go there and rectify the patterns and even energy spikes or anything you can come to know. It's as good as a pre-maintenance. So role of AI in elevator maintenance, the artificial intelligence can do the predictive maintenance, enhancing system monitoring and optimizing the maintenance schedules. So what are the different types of AI you can use? You have the anomaly detection. So any suspicious activity can again be detected beforehand. Your remote monitoring, you can optimize maintenance scheduling, the fault level diagnosis, energy efficiency, the enhanced safety, the condition based maintenance and historical data analysis. So what all does this help in? It becomes the most efficient, cost effective and reliable solution, and improved elevator energy performance and reduced downtime and increases the passenger satisfaction. Yeah, so now moving on to the specially abled category. So what all do you have? You have the ramp access. So there has to be a ramp which is not so very smooth so that the specially abled people can be taken via a wheelchair. So the braille buttons has to be built in, and there has to be a wheelchair location located. Then you have to have the fire extinguisher near to the lift. Then you have the turnstile. So you can see the 4 turnstiles there, and one of the turnstile basically is around 900 mm width for the specially abled people to travel. And if you can see the button on the top, there is a special button for the handicapped people. So once you press that, the volume is activated, means in the sense that there is a reply which comes in and the door opens. And for the specially abled people, the waiting time of the door to close is slightly larger than the normal time. So that is one. Then you have the two-way talkback. So once you get into the lift, so in case of emergency, you will be able to talk, and the lift operator or the person at the security will also be able to respond to them. And of course, there is the automatic rescue device, the ARD device, which again operates on the UPS. So in case of any power failure, it goes to the higher floor or the lower floor. Then you have the free fall arrestor, which is built in. So this also acts as a elevator safety. And the incident registers. So you have to maintain the data of all incidents and your ARD register. It will be done on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and a yearly basis. So coming to the lift sustainability. So again, like I told you, lift sustainability, there are points related to the audio and the braille controls for the differently abled. Then there's a group control which reduces the elevator efficiency, and the material should be like embodied, low embodied carbon. So what all do you find? You find the environmental product declarations, then the sourcing of materials. It has to be like FSC certified, forest, the wood has to be forest stewardship council certified. Then the low emitting materials basically deals with the VOCs and the what is the VOC content. So you can see the certified points for gold, silver and platinum. Again, the access control system to the respective floor, for example, residential, you have along with the commercial building, there is a separate access given, and for the guests, either a card or a QR code is given so that they directly go to their respective floor. And family members, in case of a residential building, some family members have to visit you, then definitely the access also given to their family members to visit them. So again, what all does a lift contain? You have the rectifier, the inverter, AC to DC, DC to AC. Then you have the pulse width modulation. You have the logic controller unit where AI algorithms are built. And today, nowadays, even the retina can be sensed. So that also can be done. And the speed control unit, just like a VFD, you can control the speed of the lifts and ensure that the power consumption is less. Instead of having a 3 meter per second, sometimes you can bring it down to 1.5 meter per second also. So these are basically the parts of the lift. You have the machine mounting, you have the governor, the car frame, the controller and devices, drive. Then the human interfaces, basically all to do with the control and operating panels. Then the elevator safety in terms of what? In terms of governor, in terms of ropes, the controllers, the buffer which is there at the base. And the finishes, what we are, the personalized experience, what we are talking about. Car operating panel with LCD color screens, then SS hairlines. So inside of the lift can also be decorated. So lastly, I would like to state that the green elevators significantly reduce the energy consumption, resulting in lower electricity bills for the building owners and the occupants. So go green. Thank you. Any question? Any questions you can?
Thank you so much for that insightful and detailed presentation. Are there any questions from the audience? We have time to take a couple of questions. Is there anything that you would like to know more about the presentation topic? Yes, can I have a mic at the first row, please? This.
Yeah, thanks for a nice presentation covering everything on the lift. Only thing on the handicap lift,
Yes.
is it part of the code or not part of the code? Whatever is mentioned there.
It is part of the core. You can just go to that.
Yeah. No, if not, we should make it part of the code. That's what my suggestion is.
Yeah, it is part of the core.
But all the features are part of the code.
Yeah, all the features are part of the core.
Yeah.
Do we have any other question? Yes, there's one in the back.
Yes.
You are talking about the fall arrestor.
Yes.
So how do you test? Is it a factory test or on-field test?
Basically, it will be a factory test, what will be done. After that, definitely you maintain the register to see how that functions.
So the fall arrestor basically should be on site, no? After the rails are fixed. Do you have any system to check that at site after the installation?
System in the sense, I'm not sure. I can come back to you on that. But definitely, yes, we have done this at our knowledge park in Sattva.
Thank you.
There's one in the first row here.
Yeah, nice presentation, Mr. Bhadresh.
Yeah,
So, Sattva Group as such, you talked about efficiency, going green. So, are all your buildings, I know that, they are going for big in LEED certifications, green building certification. Can you just brief us on that?
Yeah, I think Mr. Jagdish is in fact our main person who gets all the traffic analysis done and is our main consultant. So yes, regarding green, we are going into the green category, but again, very minimal on that because it's restricted to your materials, just to 3 points. So that is what we are doing as of now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Bhadresh, I'm Rajesh Baiwar from Pune.
Yeah.
So my question is about energy consumption you talked about.
Yes.
So in the present or future requirements, are you going to be going into more details? This question is to you and your consultant also on
Yes.
the energy consumption of the elevators, because
Yes.
now there are various standards, specifically ISO 25745 specifies
Yes.
various 7 grades.
Yes.
So are you going to specify in more detail, or what is the
No,
way
we are
forward?
going to specify due to the shortage of time. I have not put that IS clause, but definitely yes, we are complying to those standards.
In fact, Rajesh, there is a new code coming up, that ECBC code has been, redesigned as Energy Conservation Sustainable Building Code. So that new code will actually help us in getting those there.
All right, with that, we wrap up this session. Thank you, Mr. Bhadresh, for that insightful presentation.